Hello, I'm Andy Caniglio, corporate chef here at Wellbuilt, and today we'll be making dessert on two pieces of equipment. We'll be using our Garland induction hob and our Convotherm 4. A great homemade dessert puts the final touch on any family meal. And the great thing about flan is you can make it earlier in the day or even the day before, so you don't have to worry about it later. Things we're going to be adding to this flan to make it more seasonal is our nutmeg, clove, orange zest, and the orange liqueur, which always makes things nicer. Let's go ahead and start with our caramel. First, we're going to add our sugar. So we got 3/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of water. The induction, you always want to make sure you're constantly moving it so you don't burn. So our Garland Instinct induction hob has real-time temperature control system. It gives you accurate temperatures. As you can see, I go from 12 to 7, and it slows down my cooking process. And induction is actually more powerful than gas and more efficient than radiant heat. Our Garland cooktop line offers high performance with a wide range of models. They have a slimline design, and most importantly, they're durable. As you can see, we're starting to get our color. Keep moving it around until you get your desired color. We're almost there. All right, we're gonna pull it now. Gonna add it to our pan. Make sure, swirl it around, cover the complete base, and there we go. There's our caramel. So before we make our flan mixture, let's go ahead and program the oven so we get it preheated. So when you come over, we're gonna press the chef hat to create. We're gonna choose combi mode. And in combi mode, we're actually gonna be using hot air and steam. And by using both of these together, it's gonna help us cook up to 30% faster than a conventional oven. We go to steam, we're gonna go to 225 degrees. The check mark. We're gonna cook our timer for 25 minutes. Another important thing is we're gonna wanna turn our fan down, and this is because we don't want the top of the flan to be blowing or get any dark color. We're gonna keep our humidity pro on auto, and this is important because we're gonna make sure that the humidity in the cavity itself is always what we need. From there, that's our setting. We're gonna go ahead and hit the start button and let that preheat. All right, let's talk about our ingredients for our flan. We got 1 can of condensed milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, 4 eggs, zest from about a half an orange we'll be doing. We got our ground cloves, a ground nutmeg, and of course, the orange liqueur. So we combine all these ingredients, starting with the eggs. We're gonna take our whisk, pop the yolks, and go ahead and mix them up. You don't want to incorporate too much air into them. You just want to mix them up. And this mixture is going to be good enough for our 9-inch cake pan that we'll be using to bake this in. Put in our condensed milk. This is going to add sweetness. So as you can see, we don't add any extra sugar other than the caramel. It's going to be adding the sweetness. We're going to be adding our evaporated milk. That's going to add some richness. Let's go ahead and get our spices in there. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of each ground cloves and the ground nutmeg. And keep in mind, nutmeg is a spice that actually, it's one of the fastest spices to go bad on your spice rack. So if it's been sitting there for 3 or 4 years, you don't want to use it. Let's give it a little mix. Let's go ahead and do our orange zest. And everybody's favorite part, the liqueur. We'll go 2 ounces on that. So what we're gonna do is mix it up. Our oven's been preheated. Just add it on top of the caramel. Now it's ready for the oven. Now that the combo therm is preheated, let's go ahead and add our flan to the oven. We'll put it on a half sheet pan here, just so easier transportation. We'll go ahead and open the door with our 2-stage door handle and our disappearing door for safety. We can go ahead and close our door. And our countdown starts for 25 minutes. All right, now that our flan is done, let's go ahead and open the oven. Careful of the steam. So now we want to just check it with our knife. If it comes out clean, which it does, means we're done. We're going to pull it out of the oven. We're going to let that rest for 20 to 30 minutes. Now that the flan is complete, you can sit back, eat some flan, have a drink, and try to enjoy that family time. Happy holidays.